podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com.
Deontay Productions.
I must be the greatest.
Let's get that done.
I've been here before and I know what it takes. It's hard work, dedication. Boxingvoice.com. Mayweather is he's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Can't nobody take that away. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character he has.
And the lefts and rights by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana here. A lot of those punches off his shoulder. I think anybody out there listening or key, anybody, think that that's a dangerous deal to make. I think it's a perfect deal to make.
Boxingvoice.com.
15 minutes. Can you be strong for 15 minutes? Can you? Listen, the concentration's leaving a little bit.
Yo, can you be strong for 2 or 3 more fights? Can you be strong? Can you wait for the fight that you wanted? At least 3 more fights? Yo, fuck. Yo, what up? Yo, I sound like I'm in the booth right now, B. Listen, the truth is, man, we knew what it was. Like, we knew what it was. Why we acting surprised now? But I will say this. I don't like the way it went down, man. I wanted them to allow some offers to be thrown at them, see some numbers, see how serious the other party was before making a decision. Yeah, I really wanted to see him give it another try at negotiations. I do understand what this is, but it's not the fight that I wanted. I mean, it's the fight we're going to get. You know, it is what it is. But I wanted AJ or Dillian White. I wanted AJ or Dillian White. We had to silence their mouths. I know what it is for Luis Ortiz. You know, he passed up on the AJ fight because he knew he was getting this fight. And I'm rambling at this point for everybody just tuning in. Good morning, TBV. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with another TBV episode in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Mountain Time, 6 a.m. West Coast, 2 p.m. UK. And Deontay Wilder took to his social media, and I quote, "To all my fans, I want to announce that Luis Ortiz and I have signed for a rematch, with the date in sight to be announced shortly. All my controversial fights must get dealt with ASAP. Hashtag Bomb Squad." Not what I wanted to hear. I see people saying there was no controversy. I went back and watched the fight, but we're going to get into that after I introduce my co-host in Indiana, Big Mike.
Deontay Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my mic. He stayed there before he said he was not.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingvoice.com.
When a man stand up for what they believe in, you take any consequences that come behind him. And by betting on yourself, there could be some consequences to that, or it could be very, very fruitful at the end of your journey. Yeah, news broke last night, man. Me and Ness, well, hold on. Yo, what's up, people out there in the TBV universe? Back with another one. Welcome to this Wednesday edition of our morning show. Last night, me and Ness was doing Untitled, and I believe that that's when the news broke that Wilder and Ortiz were going to be facing each other again, and Wilder's next fight. I know people. I've seen people out there saying, I wish Wilder would have waited for AJ and Wilder would have waited till AJ won. I mean, this has been made clear from the beginning. Like they have their own plans, and as a Terrence Crawford fan, I gotta say that the PBC stable has been pretty consistent. As a guy who wants Crawford to fight those other guys over on the PBC side, those guys have their own plan. Like they have their own thing mapped out. Where 2020 will be a lot of big fights over there, and it's no different from Errol, Thurman, and now it looks like Wilder the same thing. I don't expect Wilder to fight 3 times this year. If he does, he might get an early round stoppage of Ortiz. But I don't expect Wilder to fight 3 times this year. I think this will be his second fight this year, and possibly be his final one for the year. So I think, like Ness said, man, we got to be a little bit patient. You know what I'm saying? They said they had a plan. Everything will play out how it will. And I don't think you can really call be too mad at Wilder when he laid it out for you guys, and you still kind of pissed off. Then I guess it is what it is. But what's going on, Ness?
I think that's because we all had hope, though, Mike. Like, I get what you're saying. The writing was on the wall. The rumors were out. The rumors were out, and we knew. You know, Shelly Finkel did interviews with Boxing News. We knew that there was a schedule floating out there that indicated Deontay Wilder would fight Luis Ortiz, Adam Kovnacki, and Tyson Fury in February of the end of the year. February of next year for Tyson Fury rematch. Again, my biggest issue is we did not give Dazn, John Skipper, Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua the opportunity to negotiate. Now, I'm wondering.
Let me ask you a question, though. Is it at all possible that John Skipper knew this, and that's possibly how the info got leaked to maybe Eddie Hearn? Because I feel like if John and Shelly is still doing back and forth, Shelly, in my opinion, Shelly's not the kind of guy, if you work with him, if you actually put in the effort, I don't think he's going to dick you around. I think he would have let that information go to John Skipper. Now, I could be absolutely wrong, but I just think more of Shelly Finkel. You know what I'm saying? I really think he's been in business for a long time, so he knows how these fights work. He knows how open communication work, and he knows how to be transparent and not dick people around. So I gotta think that John Skipper kind of knew that this was coming. And while this is doing that, real quick, man. Also, at the end of the day, man, it's like we're getting a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? We're getting Ortiz, which didn't really look good in his last couple of fights. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he rise to the occasion, like so many times he done before. You know what I'm saying? Put on a good performance, but I don't think that he's going to be able to really do much more than he did last time. And I think Wilder will be better prepared for him this time. Also, I do think that I like what the Wilder put in the end of his post. He's going to take out everybody that you guys thought that he had a controversial fight with. So Ortiz is next up. Then it's probably going to be Kovnacki. Then it's going to be Fury. And if we get Fury fight, I mean, that's even greater, you know what I'm saying? Not greater than the AJ fight, but definitely better than the Ortiz fight, and have a lot more buzz around it if Fury does what he needs to do on July 15th against Tom Schwartz and come through again with his next fight on ESPN. We should have a big fight coming in March. But at the end of the day, it just seems to me that there are a lot of people out there quick to call Wilder a duck, quick to call Wilder this and Wilder that. But when Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn came out and said they had a plan, and that Wilder wasn't in their plan until 2020, that Wilder wasn't this, Wilder wasn't that, then everybody thought it was cool. Oh yeah, go raise your profile.
Yeah, but Mike,
I'll do that. I understand what you're saying, but all I'm saying is for AJ, just go ahead and raise your American profile a little bit, and y'all definitely get that fight next year. I don't see without a doubt in my mind that fight will be happening in 2020, right after the Fury fight, if everything goes as planned. but go ahead, Ness.
I'm
I'm
just
sorry.
saying, my issue with that is like you're doing the same thing I blame Wilder of, and you're being like prideful because, oh, Barry Hearn said this, Barry Hearn said that, but that was in the past. Like,
Yes, definitely is.
so we I think, man, we have to.
Move on.
Hell yeah.
Move
Like,
on.
if we can't move on, how do we move on? Like,
I-
I don't get that. I really don't,
I,
man.
I'm in the same boat, man. You got to move on from the 2020, from the 50 million, even from the 120 million Wilder offer. All those things are done. The flat fees, that was done. That's not going to come back up. And at the end of the day, I really think Wilder is hearing what people have to say and really just focus on what he's doing. Because I don't think we're going to get AJ before Fury. Do you?
Bruh, listen to me. Doing this can cause AJ to get Fury.
That's what I was going to say. Boy, you took the words out of my fucking mouth.
Yo, AJ was just on ESPN saying, I want to fight Fury. We sent them an offer, yada, yada, yada. And right now, maybe Bob Arum and others can see that void that Wilder's creating and throw Fury in the mix. But the only issue with that is that the WBC, Eddie Hearn is even, he spoke about it in my interview. You can check that out on youtube.com/Thaboxingvoice. But he spoke of the WBC granting both White and Fury that, diamond belt status. So he's sure that fight's going to happen unless Fury pulls out, which makes White the mandatory to Deontay Wilder. But things are definitely starting to move in the division for
and
sure.
We definitely seen Fury do the unexpected. Definitely seen him come in and fight Wilder. Definitely seen him go over to Russia and put on a fucking master class against Vladimir Klitschko. No matter what you want to say about Vladimir, he was still the reigning champion at the time. So yeah, man, Fury is known for doing things that we don't see coming. So, and this was my biggest, not my biggest fear, but a game plan that I've seen for Fury. If Wilder's not willing to fight AJ this year, and AJ is looking for a big fight, and Bob Arum states that he believed that the AJ and Fury fight should take place in the States, then if you're the zone trying to make a splash, trying to really entice the viewers, then you possibly have to work with ESPN and getting and delivering a big fight. I don't know what the zone has planned for AJ this year, but I got a doubt that not Luis Ortiz, but Andy Ruiz will be their biggest fight for AJ. If it is, then it better be a fucking hell of a fight come Saturday night.
Yeah, man. Man.
So what was your first?
I wanted him to hear the offers, bro. I wanted him to hear the offers. But I was gonna ask you, do you think that this came so abruptly because AJ was on ESPN and said, "Come see me. You gotta see me." You think that Wilder interpreted that differently? Because he said, "Come see me. You gotta see me. We gonna sit down man to man." But do you think that was interpreted differently because of the way, it was like, "Come see me, you gotta see me," and he's like, "Nigga, I ain't gotta see shit. This is what I'm about to do and announce this shit," because I don't understand the logic in not at least waiting. I think that the media buzz. Let me finish. I think that the media buzz would have been higher if you wait till after the AJ fight. Now everybody thinks you get in that fight, so everybody's searching your name. Everybody's thinking Wilder, AJ, and then boom, you hit him, and now everybody's talking about like, "Oh, he ain't give it to us." But doing it before the fight, if AJ gets a big ass knockout, we forgot about this news.
Yeah, I probably do for those 48 hours or 2 days that AJ got the knockout. But I gotta believe if Wilder's already taking an offer, then he already knows what was coming from the zone. I believe that going back, just going off my hunch, and just going off how business is done normally. Shelly Finkel would probably known what the offer was going to be after the AJ fight, and maybe he felt that it wasn't the right time for them to move that way. Wilder got a smart team with Finkel and Al Heyman. See, we see those guys over there in the welterweight division making moves and really positioning their fighters to possibly be a side in a big fight with Terrence Crawford, which I don't think that's likely, but I have to commend what they're doing over there and really, really trying to build their stars. The only thing that I ask for this fight, and I know it's probably a long shot, man, do me a favor, man. Just put this fight on Fox for me, you know what I'm saying? Put this fight on Fox, draw in all the motherfucking viewership that you can. Go ahead and do the face off with them. Go ahead and do the behind the scenes all access look with them, and just put this shit on Fox, man. So the American public can really, 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 really experience what a great heavyweight fight is all about, and be able to do it on free TV. Well, now, let me ask you this right here.
Here's the facts, man.
Give me your first mindset or first emotions you got when I told you last night.
I want to give some facts to the people. Obviously, coming off of the Brazil win, Wilder is now going to rematch Luis Ortiz. The fight is expected to take place in September, potentially in Los Angeles. Has been the rumors, but they're not ruling out New York or Las Vegas. Obviously, Wilder, and I quote to all my fans, I want to announce that Luis Ortiz and I have signed for a rematch and a date in sight to be announced shortly. All my controversial fights must be dealt with ASAP. Confirm Wilder. So, what's up, brother?
We got a super chat from Rod 870. Not a good look for Wilder. Bad PR move. Shaking my head. I don't really think it's a bad PR move because one thing that this did do was make people talk. Either negative, positive, whatever. As long as people talking about you, adding your name to hashtags, adding your name to motherfucking Twitter things or whatever, Twitter posts. In my look, is good, you know what I'm saying? Because it keeps your name relevant, even though that AJ has a big fight coming up. And maybe it was strategic of doing this by announcing the fight during AJ's fight week, so your name can be associated with his, and he gets some of those questions that you were getting last week or a couple weeks ago. So I think the PR move maybe not look good to the hardcore fans, but for the casual fans, you know what I'm saying, it was, in my opinion, a good move, and makes them search Wilder with AJ's name attached to it, and vice versa.
The issue that this causes, Mike, is that the rumors are strong about the Tyson Fury rematch in February of 2020, which there's trilogy attached to that rematch, because obviously they had one. Another fight with a rematch clause makes it a trilogy. So for us to see a Wilder Joshua fight, he's got to again knock out Fury and make him not want his rematch, right? Because they're offering him a rematch because they want the rematch so bad, Wilder and them. So now the man without a title even has a rematch. You got to wait for him to opt out of that rematch or fight him twice. Okay? So if that doesn't happen, then the backup rumor is Adam Kovnacki on the remainder in the year and beyond. So, again, a fight with Joshua lies squarely on someone defeating Wilder, not once, but twice.
Let me ask you this. What if Fury does take that AJ fight? Does Adam Kovnacki have to be forced in a final eliminator with Dillian White?
No, I'm sure if Fury takes that fight, they'll give another voluntary to Wilder, because that's gonna, it's gonna again put us in a situation where the next man must fight. The only reason we're here is because they gave him a draw. Yeah. If Fury would have got the win, he would have took the belt, and then the negotiations would have happened between him and AJ.
No, him and Wilder. I think Wilder had I think both guys had a rematch clause if it was a victory for each. They didn't have a rematch clause
You're right. You're
concerning
right. You're right. Did it have,
the
yeah, you're
draw.
right. You're right. But if Fury didn't get up, he wasn't getting the rematch.
Definitely not.
You know, he got up, but if he didn't get up, he wasn't getting a rematch. And if Fury would have won, he was going to go talk to AJ. Well, I guess you're right. Wilder would have wanted his rematch, but we don't know. We don't know what would have happened to him if he would have suffered a loss mentally.
I'm excited to see
But
what.
I think that I just want to say I think that it looks like what we like to overlook, or at least the detractors of Deontay Wilder like to overlook, but the distasteful negotiations, bro, the back and forths, the name calling, the Shirley Winkles, you know, the Alabama kid, all that.
Come on, Ness, man. You just said now. You just said we got to lay that shit in the past, don't
No, I am leaving it in the past, but what
Okay.
I'm saying is, it seems that shit really bothered them. It's just the bottom line. That shit must have bothered them. He only talks about not wanting to be put through that bullshit again. And Shelly ain't even talking about it. Shelly just like, you know, everybody he could tell he got Luis Ortiz and Adam Kamnaki next.
Yeah, I think that the name calling and whatever in the public's eye or the whatever. I mean, I don't really put a lot of stock in that shit. It's boxing. These guys talk shit to each other. Promoters talk shit to each other all the time. Promoters are gonna big up their fighters and down somebody else if they're going against each other. So I really don't put a whole lot of stock in it. I think, you know what I'm saying. If there's money to be made and business can supersede that where everybody get paid. I'm not the guy that's gonna sit here and hold what you said, you know what I'm saying, personally, you know what I'm saying, and let that get in the way of business. And I don't think Wilder either. That's why he has the team that he has with Shelley, still having open communication with John Skipper and Al, you know what I'm saying, being what Al is, man, the Godfather. And one thing that I do want to bring up is the fact of Al Heyman, man. Al Heyman's out here really, really, really like we had some news the other day that Ness was talking to somebody and I forget his name, but he actually kind of invested to get Andy Ruiz out of his contract. So doing things like that, you know what I'm saying, and I don't know what Al has done for Wilder or anybody else in that stable, but doing things like that, you know what I'm saying, you don't go against the hand that feeds you or the guy that's been giving you advice your whole career and got you to this point. So I think that just being Al Hammond fighter, you know what I'm saying? Even though there's sometimes where I don't necessarily agree with some of the moves that they make in other divisions in the heavyweight division, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Al Hammond's been doing it for a long time and been getting a lot of money while doing it, and really. There's been rumors of them not being able to sell or being sold and all that shit, but ain't no hardcore documents or hardcore facts came out about it. So that's why we haven't really did a show on it. But I just want to say big ups to Al Heyman. That story yesterday really kind of touched me. You know what I'm saying? Like, a guy cares that much about his fighters, where he's willing to risk a investment in something that he's not quite sure that it's going to bring back the return.
So I think that the plan between Heyman Wilder is to wait out the zone, see what happens, because Wilder has big money fight with Fury. You know, it'll be Showtime and ESPN pay-per-view. It's being talked about as a cross-promotion pay-per-view more and more. So I think they might be close.
Is this worth pay-per-view in your opinion?
I'm talking about Fury Wilder.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm talking about Fury Wilder being pay-per-view and being a big money fight for Wilder, hence keeping him away from Joshua. But this one is rumored to be pay-per-view. It is rumored to be pay-per-view. And I think that's been the sticking point in this fight. You know, putting it on DAZN puts a salary cap on it. You know, speaking to Eddie just a couple days ago, he specifically said that because it's not pay-per-view, there is no pot. And that just doesn't make sense.
No pot. There's no international TV rights from the zone.
Go watch my interview. Because there's no pay-per-view and this is on a streaming service and DAZN is allegedly putting up the money, there is no pot.
What about UK pay-per-view? Did you ask him that?
I didn't ask him because the first answer makes no sense. There's obviously
I know
pot.
it was one question that you asked Adam Smith that I was like, damn, you should have followed up with that fucking what was it? Damn, about them being invested in fighters, and I was gonna ask were they invested in fucking who was it? I don't know, but go ahead.
Well, I think that the thing is that they're going to wait Joshua out until he realizes the fight is bigger on pay-per-view.
That's what it was. If Sky, because in my opinion, I watched the interview with Adam Smith and Eddie Hearn when the whole foul out with the Big Baby shit started. I was gonna ask him, and I thought you was gonna do it because I was like, my nigga Nev got this shit right here. I was gonna wanted to ask him how invested they were in Luis Ortiz getting that step up. Would they had put some money up to Luis Ortiz promoter to make sure that fight would have happened instead of Andy Ruiz? Because we heard of DAZN doing it for Big Baby, and we heard of Showtime doing it for Wilder for that $50 million. So I was wanted to know if they really wanted Ortiz to fight AJ next, was Sky willing to add a little extra to the pot? That's it.
Yeah, no, I mean, everyone shows their alliance to Eddie. Eddie has a very good team, bro. When speaking of Sky, even though their contract with Eddie is up in 2021, he still makes it seem like they are all good, and he's not worried about the DAZN competition until it becomes true competition. But we all know that's coming down the pipeline. We all know that's coming down the pipeline, man. They are bugging by not preparing themselves.
We got a super chat from Julio Ocha. Mike, Al Heyman uses investors' money, not his own money. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He using money, big dog. JX5.
This is the thing. Hold on. Don't gloss over that. He uses investors' money, not his own money, but the money that he took from the investor to give to Andy Ruiz or whoever buys their contract out, he's not putting interest on it. So,
and I don't want to say he's not getting it back, but shit, it's probably gonna be a long way for you to get it back. Shit, though.
Nah, I'm sure you get it back off your purse, dog. Like, not.
Yeah,
he probably
but
ain't chunking you. He probably ain't chunking like, yo, I gave you $850. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure it's like, yo, every now and then we're going to take a little chimpy chimp out of this. We're going to chisel a little bit off that checky check.
Every other fight, that 10% might turn into 15%. You never know, you know what I'm saying?
Something like, I mean, I'm already not charging you interest. I mean, that's the least you could do is give me some installment plans, my man.
That's the least you could do.
I mean, right? Damn, like go borrow $850,000 to buy your contract with somebody else.
I know niggas that'll duck you for that money, boy.
Man, I got dudes that stop being my friend because they owe me $200.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, bro.
Imagine if you get that same dude $750,000 to do something with. Hey, bro, you would never see him again. JX531 says nothing but does show love with 2 super chats, so big ups to him. Everybody out there in the chat, if you're watching right now, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button if you like what you're hearing and you think Wilder's a people champ. If you don't like what you're hearing and you're a UK hater and you think Wilder is just being whatever, man, ducking or he not want to fight AJ, whatever you want to say, smash the thumb down button, man, and let's see how many thumbs up we get today. But at the end of the day, bro, I gotta really kind of commend him because this is a fight
Commend who?
Wilder.
This is a fight. What?
Yeah. Let me get my statement because, like you said, you went back and watched the fight, right?
Yes.
I checked the motherfucker out too, maybe about a week and a half ago, and Ortiz was having a lot of success in that fight, bro. He was touching Wilder.
Bro,
he was Go ahead.
7 through 10, Wilder barely was landing and throwing punches. Like, he was just getting himself back together.
And he was kind of like hesitant
looking for the right hand, but getting himself back together. And in that round, what was it? The final round, the 10th round, bro, he still went crazy wild.
Yes.
He
Yes.
still went
Open.
crazy wild.
Open.
And got caught with a right hook.
Both of them got caught at the same exact time with the same punch.
But you right. I mean, yo, listen, watching him, it's funny because he's an orthodox fighter, southpaw. So watching him fight, he's very comfortable. Bro, he took a lot of time off.
A lot of hits, nigga, too.
He took a lot of time off. Yup, Ortiz did good work to the body, too.
He took a lot of punches, bro. I didn't realize he was taking that many shots. Like, it's been a while since I watched it. He was taking some shit, man. Ortiz, if Ortiz would have had maybe some more time or stepped to the gas a little bit longer, he'd probably been a different fight. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Champion heart. At the end of the day, man, you gotta commend that man. He was getting tagged, bro. I was like, damn, Ortiz. Nice punch selection, you know what I'm saying? Nice combo. Like you said, going to the body, then back up to the head, making sure that motherfucking foot is on the outside, a wilder foot, so he can throw that.
When he heard Ortiz, when Ortiz heard him that one time with that first right hook, I counted like 6 punches. Plus he mixed in the uppercut to the body. Wilder could take some shots.
And it's like this, though, like, why take this fight? Like, why take a fight that you said a year and a half ago?
Man, is the plan.
No. Remember he said it's high risk, low reward.
But that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
That again, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's the plan. Because better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. So it's like, yo, we ain't getting...
What devil?
AJ. Man, what? Man, what?
No devil, bro.
Man, what?
Better you the devil you know that, man. Look, I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. And
I don't see none of the niggas scared.
He's made it very clear that negotiations is tough. It's stressful on him. So yeah, we go this route and we stall him out. You know, it's a tactic. It's a tactic. That's what it is. Not only do you look by taking this fight, you giving yourself time for the Fury fight to materialize. Furthermore, strengthening your negotiation power. Because why? Now, after this fight, again, the world expects you and AJ to negotiate. But you also got that ace of spade in the back of your pocket, and that's a Fury fight. You could be negotiating with Fury all along. That's already a pay-per-view that you've done here. The rematch is already big. The storyline is already there. I'm telling you, they got their own route. That's what it is, bro. They got their own route, and they going to try their own plan in their own way.
So do we get the AJ fight? When will we get?
It's not even clear. Fight? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's not even clear now because these dudes got rematches. Like, maybe Luis Ortiz ain't got no rematch because it's a voluntary, but Wilder got a rematch. So if Luis beats him, Wilder got to fight him again for the belt.
Yeah.
Luis can't even go fight AJ. So then after that, you know, if Wilder beats him straight up, no rematch, then again, it's like I said, they're going to be talking to Kovnacki, Fury, maybe AJ, because from this, you know, situation, I'm not even, they didn't even entertain AJ and his team right now. So, like, why would they entertain him after this fight?
How do you think AJ will respond to this news? Or how do you think he took the news last night?
I'm telling you, I don't think this was the right thing to do before the fight, bro. Can you imagine the headlines? Eddie's about to have a field day today. What's today? The undercard press conference is going to go down today with this news.
Mm-hmm.
He about
Thursday,
to rip him.
Not that Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. He's about to rip him with this and give all the sheep something to repeat.
We got another super chat from Julio Ocha. What about the old man whose life saving were invested in Wada and Reed? What about them? They can't retire because Al Heyman overpays the fighter. Who is Waddell and Reed?
The people from the hedge fund that started PBC. So according to this guy,
the hedge fund. You worry about people that start hedge funds?
Yeah.
All right, big dog. Let me tell you something right now. I watch a lot of shows, man. My favorite show is Billions. Well, one of my favorite shows. One thing that I learned on that show, if you have the ability and the cachet or the connections to start a hedge fund and get investments, you're not hurting for money, big dog. Not hurting for money, and I'm pretty sure those guys probably are retired. You know what I'm saying? Make a lot of money doing that hedge fund shit, bro. And sometimes most of the hedge funds don't even work out. But we got one from Dice Flawless. I'm a huge Wilder fan, but he looking real duckish right now. Just because he ran from you before doesn't mean it's okay to run from him now. Hey.
Yeah, man. I mean, this was simply because there wasn't any attempt at negotiations. It's gonna be a hard pill to swallow. If it would have went down the same route, like, man, we can't see eye to eye, so I gotta move on. I can't be waiting. We would have understood, but like to not even entertain, hard pill to swallow for some. I knew this was coming. We reported it. We told you over and over. We told you, Kovnacki. I mean, yo, shit. I had conversations
Sometimes, man, when niggas say something, man, you gotta believe him. When he said, "What's the percentage of you fighting AJ next?" He said the AJ fight is not happening this year. AJ fight not happening this year. That's what he said live during our interview. Then he said, "Well, let me not say never, but in his opinion, that fight won't happen." And it looks like he was right in Ortiz and all the reports that came out that Ortiz and him had already had an agreement. Looks that way too, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Listen, let's open up these phone lines. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservice.com.
And be sure to smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. If you want to go one step farther, head over to the patreon.com/Thaboxingvoice and go ahead and sign up to our Patreon on the same page for as little as $3 a month. If you don't have the $3 and you want to say, hey, I want to support TBV anyway, head over to Thaboxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors and click on that Amazon link. Anytime you do any shopping on Amazon, use that link and we get a little kickback, and it costs you nothing. Also, this weekend, AJ will be fighting. And if you're American and you want to see AJ fight, go ahead and check out our description box and go ahead and sign up to Dazn for as little as $19.99 a month or $99 for the whole year, and check out some great cards from Matchroom, from Golden Boy, and the World Boxing Super Series final between Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor will be happening on Dazn. Also, A New Way versus Nonito Donaire. Talking about the guy coming back and having a second career. He's back at it, and he will be in the final versus A New Way. And if you want to hear some more Mike, you know what I'm saying, about basketball, football, and just pop culture, head over to Conflicting Ignorance and check out Man Hobby's new podcast on YouTube. That shit fire. I'm done, bro. You can go ahead and do your thing.
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. No more hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
Boxingvoice.com.
Speaking of the devil, nigga, he will appear.
Yeah, damn, he called me the devil.
I mean, you know your fucking grandma used to say that shit back in the day.
Go ahead and get my boomerang because I'm finna be busy after this. So my nigga, I told y'all in my question a while that I ain't want this shit. Ortiz look out of shape, but I knew it was gonna happen. When you break a man in the ring after your fight, it's damn near guarantee you finna fight that motherfucker. And, well, it was a guarantee. So I was like, damn. As soon as I saw Ortiz in the ring, I was like, this shit probably finna happen next. Now, Wild, you listen to this shit. I swear for God, if you go to motherfucking Los Angeles with this fight, we gonna have a motherfucking problem. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you whoop my ass. Nigga, we gonna have a problem. You go to Los Angeles with this fight, nigga. We got all this good land down here in the South, and you go to LA with this shit. I'm really gonna be pissed off if you go to Los Angeles. If you go disrespect me by giving me Luis Ortiz, don't take that shit all the way to Los Angeles again. Do not do that. That's what we need to stop. Do not take that shit to Los Angeles, bro. If you gonna do something, at least try and start the market in the South. Do not bullshit me and go to the West. If you go to Los Angeles, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna be pissed off if you go to Los Angeles. That's disrespect to the South. That's disrespect to your fans in the South, because we haven't got to fight in the South since motherfucking Gerald Washington. And it really is gonna piss me off. But anyways, next thing. Eddie Hearn. You need to learn when the fuck to calm down about talking about people. You knew that you messed up the first time by disrespecting Wilder and calling him all this and saying you need to build your profile. And then you come in after this fight, which I don't know if it harmed it or not, but still you come in after this fight talking about some Wilder only sold 5,000 tickets and Wilder ain't really a draw on Showtime. Wow, he only did 990,000. Oh, wow, they added this. Bruh, sometimes you should learn to maybe you should up the fighter that you want to fight at some point. Stop disrespecting the motherfucker and find a way to make the fight. Like, damn, AJ can do the disrespecting. You need to find a way to make the fight. Learn from your mistakes. What's next? Luis Ortiz. You probably gonna die. I'm sorry. It's just
man. You need to go watch that fight again. I don't know about probably.
No. Hey, Ness, you don't remember what you said after Luis Ortiz last fight? You don't remember that?
No.
You don't remember how pissed off he was and how awful you said he looked? If he come in with that same mentality and that same fight shape, he's in trouble.
Yeah, but
no
one goes in to the biggest fighter they like.
But Ness, you said it. You said it on the show when you watched that fight. You said, "Oh my God, I think Ortiz has hit his motherfucking heel. It's over with." Don't tell me now that you think he's finna come back and be in super shape, bro.
Well,
the nigga looked like my size.
I'm just saying,
he looked chubby. He looked chubby like me. He
90
chubby like
seconds.
me when he got in that ring. But I just.
Oh, champ! Damn, you want more than that? My man, my champ want more than that. He said, "Yo, give him more." Who else we got? Let me make sure I ain't got no Joseph out here. I actually do. Mastermind, what up?
Hold up, man. I'm unloaded. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back to you, champ. We going to... Let me see if there's NO out here. No.
60 seconds.
So we going to...
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
Hey, yo, Skepta, on to them, boy. Oh, yeah, talk the boy. Go suck out your mama bumbo. I'll give your father a body wash, too.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What up, Deej? What's the business?
Oh, yeah. You know what? What's it called? I think the whole conversation is getting people mad because when something's hot, you've got to give them what they want. And, with that being said, we want H Money on the show. Seriously. We want one show of H Money posted at least. Serious. Because H Money is hot right now. You got to give it us. We want it. Money Gang wants it. Get H Money on the show.
Y'all know what y'all gotta do, right?
Gang.
Y'all know what y'all gotta do, right? Go to boxingvoice.com and create you guys a own show.
The livest show ever. You'll get all that energy. And just one off. Just give us one show with H Money on there. Trust me, you won't regret it. It'll be a brilliant show. You'll get ample amount of likes. Look, see what the chat say. You want H Money on the show or what? So
Money Gang.
The Money Gang. Money Gang is up in here. Trust me, we want H Money on the show. At least once. Right, peace. I'm out.
All right. Champ.
You gotta make you a on-demand show, you know what I'm saying? Get you some investors together for H Money.
Get you some Waddell and Reed boys.
And y'all come up with a show, man.
H Money, this shit.
Hey.
So we went to Deej. That was Boomerang. We got to go to JD in Texas. Boomerang.
Motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me for a job. I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo, man, being that Luis Ortiz is my favorite heavyweight. I'm glad he getting another shot. I just wish, I really wish that Dillian White would have took that fight against Ortiz, and then we went that route, because I got a bad feeling this is going to derail all the hype behind AJ and Wilder. It's unfortunate, but at least the old man getting another shot, man. Again, just imagine your favorite heavyweight, who've been basically put on the shelf, and only one dude's giving them a shot. I mean, that's crazy. But shout out to Wilder for even making it happen. But man, I'm scared that it's going to derail all the plans. But as far as White and Fury, listen, make that shit happen. I don't want somebody to knock White the fuck out, man. Somehow this dude put himself on a pedestal that he created. Like, he created his own pedestal and shit. Like, what type of shit is that? Nobody got him up there except for Mike and a few UK fans, man. Get the fuck out of here with this dude, man. Anyway, man, Fury gonna beat the shit out that dude if that happened, man. I don't see.
Make sure you find me, nigga. If that fight happened, then make sure you find me.
Oh, easy. That's easy work. Chisora was beating his ass. What the fuck you think Fury gonna do? That's all I got, man.
Damn, that's a good point. Chisora was boxing the shit out
To this day. To this day.
Sing along if you know the words. Come on.
Okay, yo, what's the business?
Yo, what's going on, peoples?
I can't call it, man. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Wow, where do we even start from with this news?
Start from the beginning. Best place.
I mean, let me ask you a question, and I don't know if you're going to be honest with this. If AJ, when there was rumors that AJ was going to fight Klitschko, I believe you lot gave him grief, right?
Who gave him grief?
On the show at some point.
I wasn't on there, so I wouldn't know.
I have no clue what he's saying, because I'm pretty sure me and Mike have been on record already saying that if Klitschko came back and fought AJ, we wouldn't mind because it's this rematch. So, you know.
And we were the ones running with the fucking Vladimir story about the $45 million from the zone, about him wanting to fight Wilder, him coming back for AJ. We on the podcast or on the channel that I've seen that was like bigging it up.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I'm sure a lot of Wilder fans criticized AJ at the time, saying, "Oh, he's ducking Wilder."
How can they do that when Wilder was at the fight, though? Like, Wilder fans can't do that because Wilder was at the fight, calling the fight.
No, I'm talking about after he beat him, the rematch.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. But listen, at the end of the day, it's just, the truth is Wilder is denying the fans what we want. This is not even about hating on Wilder or anything. It's like, we are boxing fans. We want the fight now. And we're not getting what we want because of reasons that don't even make sense to boxing fans. Forget Wilder fans. Like, the reasons why we're not getting the fight, there's no value.
Cut it.
Joseph. He's still busy.
Man, like he's starting to get them
Thaboxingvoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
It's money to shit.
Hey, yo. What's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And I gotta salute my brother Deej in the UK. And Deej, I appreciate that, Deej. You always supported me since day one. And thank God, for everything, bro. And I won't let you down, Deej. Next, I'm ready. Mike, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? No handouts. The people said they want H Money, and I'm the people's champion. And let's get straight to the topic. Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, part 2, the rematch. The first fight was a classic. The first fight was a war. I can't wait to watch the rematch. Yes, sir. Deontay Wilder, he's handling all his beef. Any beef he got, he gonna settle it. You know what I mean? The same way he did with Dazn. What about the rematch with Dazn? What about that knockout when he caught that body? He already bodied Luis Ortiz. You know what I mean? That was a great fight. You know what people can say about that? People always hating on Deontay Wilder. People always hating on me. Guess what? We always win it. People always hating on this. Ness win it. People hating on Eddie Hearn, E Money win it. H Money win it. Let's go. It's fight week. Anthony Joshua. Come on now. He coming to America. He gonna catch a body. Anthony Joshua, he's gonna knock out Andy Ruiz. He gonna knock him the fuck out. Everybody better watch it.
Cut it. That nigga just sold me on 2 fights. He just sold me on 2 of them. Like, nigga, you damn right the first one was a classic. It was a war, wasn't it? You fucking right. Yeah. AJ will get about it this weekend. You right. Nah, I'm fucking with it. But big ups to H Money, man, for all the energy, man, every time he calls in.
Checkmate boxing.
So, what's going on, Mike? What's going on, Ness? Hey, this is the way I see it, man. I don't looking at this angle. Think about a girl, that's trying to play hard to get, whatever the case may be. And as soon as you stop paying attention to her and go talk to the other girl with the big booty, she comes around. So this is an opportunity to take the horse by the reins, and all of a sudden they're going to double back and offer that 50-50 and try to make it happen because they can easily pay Ortiz step-aside money. So I'm excited the fact that this is not the fight that I want, but it's better than what's going on with Ruiz and AJ, and also it's better than AJ and Miller. So, hey, it was some drama last time, and it's going to be drama again. So I'm glad he's taking back the reins and taking control and not chasing after these fools, to make a fight. For all the UK fans, yes, he did duck $50 million 50-50. Stop acting like it never happened, which means he would have made over $100 million plus in one pay-per-view. And let me guarantee you, this fight will be on pay-per-view and not the zone, unless it's some type of co-agreement, but it will be a pay-per-view fight.
Already. Hey, man, we getting kind of close, man. 150 thumbs up, 125 thumbs down. Come on, y'all. I need to be pushed up now. I need about 300 thumbs up, so we got 704 watching. Cannot let the thumb down win. There are UK sheep, UK haters out there. So push that thumbs up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Brandon, Cincinnati.
What's going on? What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Ness? Anybody that calls in from this point on saying Eddie Hearn and AJ are the ones stopping this fight, you're no longer a boxing fan. You're a Wilder dick rider. Anyone who has no problem with this is no longer a boxing fan. You're a Wilder dick rider. But to my
see, man, the hate just can't come through, bro. The hate just can't come through, man.
I had a call coming through, but like I was saying, I don't know why people acting surprised. Wilder has told us this for months now that he wasn't going to take this fight. He had his own plans. You're a Wilder dick rider. We've heard who had no problem. Oh, what's that echo out here? Oh,
somebody riding some dick, probably.
Oh yeah.
I'm fucking with you, man.
We've heard the man say he had his own plans, which is a cute way of saying I'm ducking. We've heard the man say even if they offer 50-50, he wouldn't take the fight. I mean, I don't know why you guys are acting so surprised just because he gets on here and speaks for 2 hours. And
so AJ can have his own plan, but not Wilder, huh?
Man, they don't like when, the guy from Alabama come up with a plan.
Can I talk? Last year when AJ was the one ducking, because he was the pussy last year, Wilder the pussy this year. We heard "I smell pussy" soundbite a million times. You was riled up. These niggas ducking smoke. You had callers calling in, but now Wilder want to be the pussy for 2019.
How is Wilder the pussy when he's just? This is just a reaction to the action from last year.
Cut it.
Sorry, Chad.
Hey, one thing about Newton's, I believe, third law. Every action has an equal or opposite reaction.
Yeah, well, they asked him to get his profile up. He's doing it, and they mad. They want him to stop getting it up and fight now. Troy in Baltimore.
Oh, here we go. I've been waiting for this call.
No, honestly, this is just a replay of Pacquiao, Mayweather, and as we all know, the fighters got a great deal of cash for that fight, and the fans got absolutely nothing. And when things like this keep happening, like say, you can't get Wilder, Joshua, you can't get Spence, Crawford, Tank, Lomachenko, et cetera, in the long run, it makes it harder for fans to go in their pockets and pay for these fights when it does happen, because you lose interest eventually because of frustration. Because right now Wilder's 33, the other brother's 30, I believe, right? Okay, so they telling us to wait till 220, and then if something happens in 220, they're gonna tell us to wait till 221. That's not how you build a fight, man. That's how you build frustration. I understand about money, but that's what the main focus is now. There's no drive for a fan like me who's just a pure fan who's into the fights, and I read them, I study them, and all that nonsense. There's no drive for me to really want to see this. If it happens, sure, I'll watch it, but there's no excitement, there's no passion. It's all about finances now, and that's why I call in with this tone, and I say that this is the worst time for boxing, even though there's a lot of fighters making money, but there's very few great fights for you to turn back around on and say, wow, this was a great fight.
Cut it.
New caller in Connecticut, I believe. 860-478. 860-478. 860. Yo. Connecticut. 860-478. Going once. We out. We got Stunner in New Jersey.
Yo. All right, well, typically I would just give my first reaction, but I saw that you guys pinned this topic yesterday. So what I actually did is I went back to your archives, because you guys have all of your all the videos and lives you guys did over the years. They're still there. So I went back and I listened to like the Ortiz Wilder post fight that you guys did. I went back and listened to the reaction to after Wilder ducked AJ and fought Povetkin. I listened to the reaction when AJ denied Wilder from the ring, and I also listened to the reaction when Wilder went to the Klitschko fight and AJ didn't call him out. And a lot of the same callers have been calling in over the years. And I just find it so funny hearing the reaction to this Ortiz news, where just a couple of months and years ago, you guys were laughing at, Wilder being denied all these opportunities. So, I mean, I really don't care about all you haters at this point. I mean, Wilder Ortiz is going down. I want to see it. And the real question is this now. Now that Wilder is busy, are all you fake UK fans going to start demanding that AJ versus Fury fight you guys used to convince yourselves that was bigger than the Wilder fight? Why don't you guys start demanding that again and stop worried about Wilder? That's my call.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Stunner. Looks like we got someone who I've never write down his number, but that's all going to change today.
That's all good.
No, it's changed
You there?
today.
What's up, Mike Nez?
I'm here.
A couple questions really quick. Do you think because of this fight, if Ortiz loses, that's pretty much the end of his career? Because AJ and White probably won't take that fight with him if he loses with that second loss on his record.
Nah.
Second
Because they
question
still got a job buzz and stuff like that. They still got guys coming up they could feed him to. He's still there.
Yeah, but I'm saying for like AJ and White.
Oh, I mean,
in particular,
you never know. Maybe White will take that fight after another Wilder ass kicking.
Okay. Also, do you think the question I have too is, does this automatically probably set up AJ White too in the fall and probably AJ Pulev
I
in
mean,
early
possibly,
2020?
possibly because Adam Smith told me that AJ has indicated to him that he really wants to come home for the end of the year and do a fight. So maybe it's Luis Ortiz. Give me your name. I'm writing it down physically right now. This will never happen.
Aaron.
Aaron.
It's all good, man.
Aaron, where you from?
So, yeah. Cali.
Oh,
Out
Cali.
here.
All right.
Out here in Cali, man. Smoking that Master Kush. You know how we do it out here.
Nice.
One other thing, though, the only problem I have with this AJ thing is everyone's going to say really quick that, Wilder's ducking, he shouldn't have took that fight. But I don't know how you defend this cat, man. I mean, he couldn't do 10 minutes with you. You were waiting 5 hours to do an interview, and this nigga can't do 10 minutes. If you can't just be the mouthpiece and keep on making offers without clearing the air and giving the exact details on the offer. And you can't. Wilder did a two-hour interview, and AJ can't sit down with you for 10 minutes, man. Come on, man. Who's the people's champ, homie? I mean, you can't even get details. I mean, you're not even talking about Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali. I mean, people's champ means you're accessible to the people. You can't give 10 minutes? I mean, come on. How do you defend this guy? We can't get answers unless we ask him questions.
Lennox Lewis sat down. I mean, I don't get it, bro.
Let's had a one-on-one with George Foreman.
I had a one-on-one with George. Me and Mike tag team Evander. Then who was the other great?
Lennox Lewis. Know what I'm saying?
Lewis.
Got him for like 10 minutes.
The king of UK, man. But it is what it is, man. Look, we just gonna keep working, keep our nose clean, and
sometimes like you said, man. I don't know, bro. I don't, because last time it seemed like he gave y'all the time at the press conference, but when it came to this right here, maybe it's fight week, maybe he's not feeling like it, but I think he should at least give you guys some kind of time. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Not his first time doing it.
Man, whatever, bro. Like, we're going to go to Mastermind and Pound for Pound in the RMV. I said in the RMV. In the Nolia. RMV, talk to me.
What's going on, RMV, Pound for Pound?
What's up, Water? You heard me?
I said in the RMV.
Hey, Mike, you better watch out, old boy coming for you. So I'm just letting you
know. I heard.
Look. I was talking to him on the side, and he was like, I ain't come to fight hard. I'm coming to knock the heat off, you heard me? So watch out this weekend. Keep your hands up. Be calm.
Niggas talk big TC about him.
Yeah, and also, everybody calling even that bitch-ass nigga from Alabama, he must have forgot about that 7th round now. That 7th round, to this day, I watch it, my heart still stops because I think Deontay about to lose. Like, do we not forget that? Like, when we call AJ a duck, the reason why we call him a duck is because he's not fighting nobody with at least a 45 or even 40% chance of beating him. The reason why the UK people mad is because they ain't got people lined up. I promise you, and best believe, all my money in my savings account, if they had people lined up for AJ that had a somewhat possibility, you think the UK fans would be crying? They'll be enjoying the stadium status. If it was no Dazn and they wouldn't force him coming to the United States, he'd be enjoying stadium status. He'd be selling out $90,000 for $5 a ticket. They wouldn't even care. But the only reason why they care is because guess what? Their options are so limited to the point where it's embarrassing. And the only fights they really got are UK fights. Dillian White, big.
Let me ask you this, RMV. It seems like you like wagging the finger, you know what I'm saying? Like pointing the finger at them, like, hey, y'all don't got nobody. Well, at the end of the day, as a boxing fan, should you want this fight to be happening?
As a boxing fan, if it was say the Gerald Miller fight happened and he was fighting Andrew Ruiz next, then I'd be like, disgusting, you ducking. But my nigga, this nigga basically damn near lost us almost a fight to a nigga. Now, it wasn't like a Mayweather where he got punched and wobbled a little. No, my nigga, this shit was scary to the point where every Wilder fans behind was tight than the motherfucker. Like, oh my fucking God, this nigga about to go down right before he fight AJ. Like, with nobody, and you can't think of not one person that was watching that round was like, this about to be over with, my G. So we need to stop acting like this nigga walking into a ring with just a cupcake or just a regular ass nigga. And second of all, the only reason why I'm mad at AJ fans because they're not being honest. They're only mad because they ain't got no options. Trust me, if they had options, the way Jack talked, Jack said if Wilder sold 1 billion on pay-per-views, he wouldn't be A-side. So that shows the delusion of them. So trust me, if they had fighters and if Eddie Hearn had other people lined up, they would not give a fuck. But the only reason why they care is the zone putting that pressure on them, and they got to fight people in America. Now, who gonna be who? If AJ had to fight 2 more times, who we fighting? Please let me know. Who we fighting? Dillian White with Fury? Those are UK fights. He wants to be a billionaire. He don't give a fuck about the zone like that. Them fights gonna be in the UK. And guess what? His profile is gonna be built in America. While Wilder knocks another motherfucker out.
Gave you that whole boomerang, RV.
Oh, boomy.
Whole boomy to get it off. Let's
Still didn't get it out,
see.
nigga. Go in.
Deej wants his status. Talk to me, Deej, on a boomerang.
Yo,
Yo.
I didn't even call that boomerang, but yeah, I can take it because like I don't actually
Didn't you
agree with what
you sent me a
RMD.
message said bring you back, or was that KO? I'm sorry.
No, that was probably him, but I started. But yeah, I don't agree with that statement because look at the profiles of Joshua and Wilder and where we're at now. And I think, to be fair, Fury versus Joshua is a bigger fight than Wilder can get domestically than anyone. To be fair, I think even Joshua versus White is a bigger fight than Wilder can get domestically. So yeah, I don't think it's a case of guys are out of options. It's just that people just don't want to fight Joshua at the moment, from what I've seen. Anyway, I got a bounce. Right, take it easy. Get H Money on the show. Right, take it easy. Bye.
All right, we got a super chat from Class Act Comeback Club. Bruh, sounds like a dummy. It's Stamp in April per Shelley said it wouldn't happen. Pick up my line, Tunis. We got one from Brandon Maurice. It's hard being the only boxing fan shaking my head. Hashtag Dick Riders.
Listen, man, for people to, consistently call in with this pick up my line and let me tell you, if you hanging up and calling back in, you're only putting yourself further back in the line. There is a line. There is a line. Whoever calls in first, that's who's first. And then there's pound for pounds, masterminds, ringers, boomerangers, and those are first. Then whoever was first. So every time you hang up and call back in, you lost your place in line because someone is calling in right before you, man. So sit tight, man. Sit tight. There's a lot of y'all there. Believe me, this is the topic that has gotten under people's skin and has made them want to come out. Mastermind Joseph, make sure you let us know in the pre-pro champ because we don't want to keep going to you for nada. We're going out
y'all,
to...
man. Come on, y'all. It's getting too close. 200 thumbs up, 168 thumbs down. I need them thumbs up to be by 300 or 400. Come on, y'all. Keep pushing. Y'all don't let these people win. Wilder, Ortiz is a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz probably going to come in ready, trying to do and trying to capitalize on that 7th round. And Wilder's going to come in and look for the knockout. And our guys already know respect with Wilder. You're going to get something devastating. You're going to get somebody laid flat on the ground. We didn't want a Brazil fight, but look what it did. Look what it did. That knockout went viral. The whole week, people were talking about it on Sports Center. Tyson Fury actually came out and did his own press week right after that knockout. So big ups to Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to AJ this weekend. Hopefully we can get those guys in the ring next year sometime soon.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
KO, Boomerang, talk to me.
Yo, Ness, on the show yesterday, you were saying something about AJ not giving you an interview. And I kind of wanted to address that quickly. Like, just being honest, yeah, as if I was AJ, I probably wouldn't, I wouldn't give you a channel that is known to be a huge supporter of Wilder and to heavily criticize AJ. Why would I want to give you airtime?
For that exact same reason, because I do believe Charlemagne the God is heavily critical of Terrence Crawford and of AJ. In his face, he gave them his feelings, but they go there. And I'll tell you why they go there, because I'm not Charlemagne, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is because AJ knows who I am. Because he knows he heard the show with Wilder, Fury, and Shelley and all that. Because he knows Wilder uses this outlet. Because he knows when Coogan sits down with him. That's why I'm saying. When we met, he said to me, and I came back and told you on the show, yo, he says, oh, you the guy that interviews Wilder. Yeah, what's up? I'm going to give you time later. Because of those reasons is the reason that I say it would be good for us to sit down, because he knows. Yes, if you think I'm biased, if he thinks I'm biased, well, then he knows. It's not like Kenny Bellis didn't go at it. Not Bellis.
Kenny,
with Floyd. Kenny Adams? Kenny what? Kenny what?
Anderson or something like that.
Fuck, man. You know what I'm saying. Listen, it's part of the game, bro. Like, you guys can hate it or love it. You know, you can, the UK public can call me all the names that they want, but I've been doing this for a long time, and throughout that long time, throughout almost those 10 years, I've gone from just doing it, you know, for fun to numerous publications picking up our work or hiring us to do work, sitting down with legends. So it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to sit down now, and it might not be him. It'll be the next future heavyweight champ of the world, but I ain't going nowhere. It don't matter if I get old. Look at how Dan Rayfield looks. I'm about to have a fight Friday, so I'm good.
We got M's. Oh, go ahead.
No, I hear what you're saying. It's just, I'm just saying from a perspective of someone who wants to give someone an interview.
I mean, it just seems very fitting to his style. He ducking. Name a fighter I didn't interview. I interviewed Floyd, Pacquiao, Canelo. Like, name a fighter I did not interview. He's ducking because he know that work coming.
Man, Ness got beef with Danny Jacobs, and Danny Jacobs.
I interviewed Crawford. Yeah. I interviewed Danny Jacobs. You know,
like time outside of the press conference when he was going to his car, when he was done giving interviews.
Come on, bro.
He actually got you like 5 or 10 minutes.
That doesn't have anything to do with it. You need antagonists, man. The problem is you UK niggas is mad little pussies with panties stuck in your ass crack all day.
God damn, man.
All day. They always get mad. You don't see the BBC? You can't say shit in the UK without the BBC doing something. Like, why? Take your ass home and watch your own children.
That's a perfect segue to the next caller. Elms?
Yeah, Mastermind Elms in the UK. What up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, man. Come on with it.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just saying, I want to know, Mike, you said this is a good idea strategically for Wilder to take this fight and delay the fight. I don't see what you're like. I don't see the point.
I said those words?
Hey, idiot that's about to be blocked. I did interview Triple G numerous times. Now sit your ass in timeout like a little boy in the corner on your knees with a dunce hat on.
Alright, man, stop killing niggas. Pause my time, man. Listen, yo, Mike, you're defending this shit, yeah? This fight gonna be on pay-per-view. It ain't gonna do well numbers.
I'll see now again right there. Hold on, we're gonna give you plenty of time. Right there, I stated on this show about an hour ago that I would like to see this fight be on Fox. You know what I'm saying? Don't force the fans to pay for pay-per-view.
I know, but it's already been reported it's on pay-per-view. Okay. You guys are gonna have to pay for that again.
Okay.
And then
where it was reported that? It wasn't reported. It wasn't reported.
It was with Coppinger. It was basically most likely said. Basically.
But yeah, I believe it is. I believe it will. I believe it will be pay-per-view.
This don't help nothing.
So, Ams, in your opinion, this not a good plan to like try to build Wilder's profile? According to Eddie Hearn, his last fight didn't do good.
No, that's just an excuse you like to use. At the end of the day,
no. I'm saying, according to Eddie Hearn,
cleaned out Brazil one round.
Bro, we're gonna give you plenty of time, man. You just hold on. According to Eddie Hearn, his last fight didn't do good numbers. So going to the negotiating table with a fight that, in your opinion,
according to Ness, he's averaging the same numbers as usual. All this is gonna do is expose that he's not a pay-per-view star, and we're gonna have more problems, more arguments, more negotiation issues. At the end of the day, I don't think even Al Heyman and Shelley believe in Wilder. I don't think they believe in Ortiz either.
If they didn't believe in Wilder, they'd be cashing out. Elms, you sound like a casual. You sound like a casual.
Can I say why? I think they're milking it. I think they're trying to get squeezed.
How do you not believe in someone but milk it? You sound stupid.
Wait.
Think about that.
Go for the fight.
No. Forget about the fight. Think about your statement. Think about your statement. How do you milk someone if you don't believe in them? How do you make them avoid a fight to stay undefeated.
Let me explain. Okay, let me explain myself.
Come on, bro.
Let me explain myself. I don't think that they don't. When I mean milk him, I don't think they believe him that he's gonna get the job done against AJ or Fury. So why not extend your money before those fights come? That's all this is. This is Wilder getting his pockets money, nice change in his pocket. Then when the day comes for AJ, he gets that big payday, get knocked off, get the rematch, fight Fury for rematch, lose that, career done. That's all it is, man.
Man, don't nobody know what you're talking about, man.
Alright.
Tell Dillian White keep winning. Tell Dillian White keep winning. And pick a box.
Tell your man keep running.
Tell Dillian White keep winning and pick a box. Who next, man? Bunch of chumps. Mr. Sadler, jumping on and off, man. Better learn your lesson.
Hope this thing ain't Adam.
Unmute yourself on Skype. Interrupting everybody every time he jump in and off with his unmuted ass.
Come on, Mr. Sadler.
We hear you.
Yo.
What you saying?
Look at what you saying.
Talking to you,
You
man.
heard everything I
what
fucking
you saying?
said. What I'm saying. It's recorded. Press rewind.
I got you, man. But listen, I've got 2 points. First one, if this was AJ, if Wilder was fighting Ruiz this weekend and AJ is signed to fight Ortiz, you would be going in on AJ. You would be killing him. But your boy Wilder gets defended. What's that about?
But listen to me. Why are we not going in on Ruiz? You think we wanted Ruiz?
No.
All
but
right.
You wanted Miller. You were saying Miller deserves a title shot.
I wanted Miller, and guess who else I wanted? Luis Ortiz. Hold on a minute. How badly was I begging for Ortiz? How much was I in denial? Wasn't I heavily in denial when when Eddie said he offered him $7 million? I said he's lying.
We had
There's
arguments
no way. So don't tell me Luis Ortiz now is a bum for Wilder when I begged for him to fight AJ.
That is true.
In the whole history of boxing, how many fighters have got better at 40 years of age? How many? It doesn't happen. It will not happen.
Hey, I'll give you one that did. Bernard Hopkins. But your minute and 30 is up.
What you mean? What do you mean? Explain it to me.
He's trying to say after 40, not many fighters got good, so why are we wasting our time with this fight?
Why are we saying after 40, though? These niggas ain't nowhere. You're talking
about Ortiz.
I thought Ortiz like 38, 39.
Don't nobody know, man, and knowing is half the battle. We going out to Me Green Energy.
Oh, Green Energy, man. What you smoking on, big dog? What's in your gas tank?
Listen.
We listening. Bro, get off Bluetooth and speaker.
Come on,
we're going to
bro.
come back to you. M Stacks, talk to me. Show him how it's done.
What up, M Stacks? Put that money up for me.
What up?
What up?
What's the business?
Man, let me tell you something, man. At first, I was mad as hell at this fight because I want that job.
Oh, you just muted yourself, champ.
Come on, M Stacks.
You got a lot going on. We coming back to you, man. Listen, I understand you guys got work, kids, all that shit. I got you. We're going to Scott. Scott, I don't know where you're from, but, you know.
What up, Scotty?
You the man. What up, Scott?
Yo, Scott.
Scotty.
Scotty the man.
Yo, Scott in New York. What's happening?
What up, B? From York, I'll be in New York, know what I'm saying, tomorrow, man. Shout out my nigga, Castle Hill Gill. Hopefully, know what I'm saying, I do some sightseeing in the Bronx, know what I'm saying, roll around, get some exercise in, you know what I'm saying, after me and Ness. Hopefully, we go to the gym tomorrow after we get off the show.
Let's take it to Florida, man.
Majid?
What up?
I thought Majid was on the line.
What up? Give me 1 second. Let me get my Bluetooth off.
Do your thing, homie. How your day going,
What's
man?
that?
How your morning starting out, man? How that sunlight down in Florida treating you?
Oh, it's beautiful, man. You know, the weather's always great down here. The damn
How them
sun
girls,
always
though?
shining.
How them girls?
Oh, man, it's a married man, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm a married man, my
I
brother.
mean,
You
ain't
trying to
nothing
get
wrong
me
with
in
looking,
trouble
is it?
out here in these streets.
I thought married men said they can look.
Brother.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I mean, listen, man, everything in Florida is beautiful, honestly, bro. I know we get a bad rap because, Everybody said we crazy. We having some crazy headlines. But listen, man, the weather's beautiful. The people are beautiful. The food is good. The ganja's great. I mean, everything's good, man. You can't. People come here to retire for a reason. You know what I'm saying? People come here to live a life of luxury for a reason, bro.
Talk that shit.
But yeah, nah, man. Listen, boxing fans suck, bro. You know how annoying it is, like, to listen to these dudes be on here crying and complaining. Like, what is wrong with these dudes? Motherfuckers be on here just bitching about every fight and talking about boxing sucks right now. You crazy? When was the last time we saw boxing on ESPN, on Fox, when we seen fighters getting interviews on these major platforms, bro? This shit didn't happen. Like, we got Triple G Canelo. We've been getting great fights, bro. Like, boxing is amazing right now. Niggas still be mad. Like, that shit is aggravating, bro. You can't say you a boxing fan and then complain about the fights that we get, especially Luis Ortiz and Wilder. Like, bro, I remember listening to the live fight chat, and Ness literally was saying out of his mouth, like, yo, the refs got to stop this. This is crazy. The refs got to stop this. Wilder's about to lose. Like, he was going crazy like everybody else was. Like, oh, man, this is over. So this is, like, you know, I can see why Wilder wants to fight him again. You know, everybody say, oh, the fight could have been stopped in the 7th. Deontay really lost that fight. You know what I mean? Of course you want to avenge that. Of course you want to come back and show people that, you know, listen, I deserve to win that fight. You know, I won that fight. And it's going to be a good fight, bro. Like, people be wilding, man. It sucks when you call in here. And I had some other shit to say. But then you got to sit here and listen to these motherfuckers cry and complain and say stupid shit. Like, I'm convinced that most of these people are no type of boss, no type of go-getter. These are motherfuckers that you have shit handed to them because they can't understand Wilder's path. You can't understand a man that is bossed up and is, you know, doing things his own way finally, instead of, you know, taking disrespectful offers and just being disrespected in the sport for what he's done. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand what it takes to be a boss, to really, you know, take control of your own destiny. That shit ain't easy, and it should be respected. You know what I'm saying? Look where he was a couple of years ago to where he is now.
Vito, Malaysia.
Yeah, what's up? Actually, sorry for going off and coming back on. I didn't want to talk. I had nothing to say, but I kept listening to the show, and I had one caller complaining about People's Champion not giving you time. Now, let me say something. You all have been ranting and talking about feelings and stuff, Wilder's feelings, Finkel's feelings, and all that. Yeah, because this whole thing apparently collapsed because Eddie called Shelley Winkle, right? And then you've been calling AJ Juicy J, and then be slagging the guy off for God knows how long, and then you expect him to actually sit down or call in on the show.
Yeah, you want to know why, Vito?
First of
you
all,
want to know why?
No, listen to me, Les. I have my time. Listen, you must listen to me. I have my time. So now, you expect him to come when most of you Yanks, when you call, the way you get your message across is by yelling over people, by shouting. You take words out of everything someone says, and then make a headline out of it without actually knowing what he's trying to say. You just take one line from his words and then make a headline out of it, aka box.
All right, that's your time. That's your time. Now, hold on. No. That's his minute and 30. Now I want to engage with you. All right.
Why Vito always coming for you?
Cause he's my biggest fan, but I love it. It brings energy to the show. He has these little fanboy UK AJ protectors who are behind them, and I love to slaughter a Malaysian every day. So, Vito, my energy's the same. How isn't my energy the same, bro? Tell me. Are you there? Hello? Can we engage?
I'm here. Oh, I still have time to talk?
Yeah.
No. He asked you a question.
Go back to your original point. Go back to your original point. The first one you made, right? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Reiterate that point about me getting upset and in my feelings because AJ doesn't want to interview with me, and he shouldn't because hold on. Okay,
I'm holding.
All right. So I brought up, how You're trying to say that I'm saying that this fight is collapsing because just because they called Shirley, and Wilder and Alabamian and all. That's not what I'm saying. I asked my co-host a question. I said, did he think that had anything to do with it? Because we see that Wilder is so prideful. But then you associated that to me wanting an interview with AJ and not getting it, and him not giving it to me because I slag him off on the show and all the things that I say. But here is where my energy is the same. When I came on this particular show this morning, I was specific in saying Wilder is prideful. We need to put that in the past and move forward. We can't let words stop the fight. Same way, my energy would be the same to AJ, that words that are said on this show, on a talk show that is meant for debate, should not stop him from coming on this interview. Same way that Wilder shouldn't let words said to Shelley or to himself stop him from negotiating. My energy is the same. I don't know.
Okay, Ness. Now let me make my point. You just proved me right.
You mean you
just proved me
you
right.
mean you don't want to debate? You want to make a new point? Because I thought you had made your point.
No.
He said you proved him right, so he about to explain to you.
I want to point something out to you.
Okay.
You just made my point for me.
How so?
If you people hear, but you never listen. If you listen to what I initially said,
that sounds weird.
I did not want to call because I had nothing to say about this. But that caller that talked about People's Champ, you didn't hear me say that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, now that's my point. You hear,
man, what the fuck are we even talking about, man? We ain't got no more calls calling on the line.
We got plenty of calls. I just
Vito tripping right now, bro. I don't know what point y'all talking about.
Him.
I've been back for about 5 minutes now. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas talking about.
Well, he was bringing up the fact that, AJ wouldn't want to come on here because we call him names. So I'm saying is my energy is the same, because when Eddie and other people call Wilder names, I say over and over again, Wilder shouldn't be stuck on his pride and he should negotiate. Yes. So AJ shouldn't be on his pride. But Vito, I've given you massive time to try and explain it. You just can't. You
also said though,
you can't. You're not good enough.
But you also said that name calling sometimes can affect negotiation and make people not want to negotiate with you.
Absolutely, but I'm still consistent in saying that as an adult, you shouldn't allow name calling to end something.
You are.
What?
Is that right?
What? How many names do I not call you guys here? And
I ain't fuck all that.
What are you talking about?
What about when Bob Arum do it? That ain't how you fucking do business. You don't get on live TV and call his name outside his fucking name and expect him to fucking negotiate with you.
And Mike, and just because you mock me in how I say it doesn't matter, because the person who you want Bob Arum not to offend is offended.
Yes.
There is quotes from Earl Spence saying that's not how you get the fight. You ain't gonna talk shit and then expect me to do business. So I mean, all you're doing is proving me right. And
so
your
you
man
saying
wrong.
Earl should not be offended and put it pride to the side and do business?
I'm saying Earl is offended, but for the sake of the fight, put your pride to the side, because there's money to be made. Same thing I'm telling Wilder. My energy is the same. Vito wants it to be different because he doesn't want AJ to come on here and get slaughtered.
I'm just glad you put that point up. So next time, we have a little friendly debate about the welterweight division. I'm gonna clip that.
Yeah, but Mike, it isn't gonna change. You see,
I know
it's a double-edged sword.
It's not gonna change.
Bob Arum doing that hinders the fight.
Yes,
it's still a double-edged sword. Hey, on Skype.
I don't know if it hinders or not.
Yo, what's good, man? Yo, you need to put me on fucking priority list, man. I be calling here all the time, B.
Priority list is on Patreon, champ. Check it out. Patreon.com.
Push pause. Fuck that. Joe's been ready like a long time.
Hey, we got to come back to you. This is priority list. Patreon.com /Thaboxingvoice. We got a mastermind. Joseph, talk to me.
My bad, Joseph.
We'll be back to you. Hey, don't go nowhere.
Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that, fellas. I was out there unloading, lifting them shingles, getting strong, getting ready for the next Border Wars. Shout out to you guys for Thursday. Let me go ahead and use my boomerang right now, too, because, I don't mind the Ortiz fight. It's a competitive fight. But as far as leverage goes, I feel like this could backfire on Wilder. as far as getting the percentages he wants in negotiations for the AJ fight. Because I feel like if AJ and Fury cut a deal to fight in the fall, the winner of that fight's got to be the A side because, you got AJ who can go beat Fury, who a lot of people feel like Fury beat Wilder, so that adds leverage to that. And then if Fury beats AJ, he can say, "Look, I beat you, I beat Wilder, I beat AJ, I beat Klitschko. I am the man," and that makes all these negotiations that much more difficult if that fight does take place. And I think ESPN is really willing to give the bag to get AJ. We know AJ is on a fight-by-fight basis, and I don't think we can trust Fury to not do any to not make any decision to spite somebody else. So in that situation, I feel like the timing was right now was the best for Wilder to try to go after that. I don't think he would have got 50-50, but I feel like he could have got 55-45, something very close. And I feel like this is playing with fire a little bit. I'm not saying it will happen. There's a lot of things that need to happen. But what I do hate, too, is now you're going to have all weekend, you're going to have Eddie Hearn, like Ness said, running with this narrative. You're going to have AJ and running with this narrative. They're going to call Wilder a duck, and all these casual fans are going to eat it up. They're going to sit there and say he took the fight with Ortiz before AJ's fight was over because he didn't want to be called out. He didn't want to negotiate this, that, and the third. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a little bit. I'm hoping he doesn't lose the leverage because I do feel like Wilder deserves as big a percentage as he can get because he does have options. He's not like certain fighters that don't. But we'll see what happens, man. Ortiz is still a dangerous fight. So, hopefully, he can put an exclamation point on the rematch. And we'll see what happens next year because I don't think if he fights in September, I don't see Wilder coming back in December. I think maybe early next year, like they're saying, February, March, or April, I think is when we'll see Wilder back after that. And we'll just see how this weekend plays out and what happens from here, man. But appreciate y'all doing the show. Man, I wish I could be there this week. Y'all going to get another Border Wars show in before the big fight day?
Probably not because I gotta be there by the time Border Wars shows usually start, which is 10 Eastern over there. You gotta set up and all that.
I feel you.
Gotta be where?
Well, shout out to everybody fighting. Shout out to Santiago and Mafunzo.
I gotta set it up. Winner. All right, Joseph, thanks for calling in.
He said something on, I don't know what he said.
Hey, talk to me.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, man, cool. So, yeah, what's good, bro? So basically, bro, I can't condone this behavior, to be honest, fam. Like, I pull for Wilder heavy. If you've heard me on the show before, I pull for Wilder heavy. He's my number one heavyweight. He sleeps AJ. He sleeps Ortiz and all that, but I can't condone this. And what gets me is the timing. It's like he didn't even wait for AJ Ruiz, like, to happen or like, give it, like, a few weeks, a little window of opportunity before he, signed the fight with Ortiz. And I can only think of two reasons possibly why he done it that way. Number one might be it was the political play to take momentum away from AJ clout chasing in America. Because if AJ beats Ruiz and he gets, obviously his intention was to call out, while Eddie Hearn was saying that his intention was going to call out Wilder. And, that would have raised AJ's profile. So maybe it was like a play to take momentum away from that. Or number two, it was just simply to get Ortiz in the ring before anybody else. Because AJ was saying how, Eddie Hearn, was saying that how AJ can fight Ortiz next after Ruiz. So maybe he just wanted to secure the bag from that fight. So nobody else had it. But either way, man, it looks bad because, the chaser ain't supposed to stop chasing. Like, Furman been ducking Spence for years, and if Furman turned around and said he's ready for the fight, Spence would take that shit tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I'm
cut it. Bo Latham, talk to me on Skype.
What up, Bo? What's the business, man?
Man, I am so glad I get to follow this bomb. I know y'all got the new setup and everything, but do y'all still have that new caller intro?
Yes, sir. Go ahead and play.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Yes. It's your favorite casuals, at home and international. It's Bo Latham. And I want to thank Ness and I want to thank Mike for letting me share this platform. The voice of the people, there is no equal. I don't know. This last guy, I'm glad I get to follow this last caller. Do y'all not see what's happening? All of my controversial fights must get dealt with ASAP. Nobody does that. Yes! But one man does that. One face, one name, one champion. This never happened like this. And I'm your favorite casual's favorite casual. But I don't think it's ever happened. Not like this, it hasn't. And just full disclosure to all the sheep and all the haters and anybody that just, everybody call it duck right now. I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, right? The dirty 63rd. Home of the heavyweight champion of the world. Nobody did it like this, man. One face, one name, one champion. And that man goes by the name of Deontay Wilder. All his controversial fights must get dealt with ASAP. You know what? I want to call it truth.
Cut it. Bo out here giving a sermon, nigga.
Bo went into
preachers.
His intro was longer than the meat and potatoes.
On the 63rd in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Now we got one from Andy Fogarty. You want AJ to make you famous? Hashtag small channel. Mm-hmm. And we got one from What's Blazing in Sports. Nez, do you feel ready for your fight?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, how ready you feel, big dog?
You'll see. Like you tell everybody else. T Plums, talk to me.
Hey, did we go back to the nigga we left out for Joshua? I mean, for Joseph?
Yeah, that was A. And then he got followed by Bo.
What up, T Plums?
Can y'all come to me next?
All right.
Yes, sir.
We got D. Talk to me.
What up, D?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's the business?
What's up, Mike? He's in. Yeah, I'm not happy with Deontay Wilder fighting Ortiz. Not because Ortiz is not a good opponent, but I would much rather have heard that they were going to fight. Fuck it, he's going to fight AJ, man. It's madness. Not a good look, man. Not a good look at all. I liked when I was hearing AJ say that they should both sit down, meet up like Pacquiao and Mayweather done, and just hash it out and get the job done. Like fighting Ortiz in a rematch, like what's the point? He knocked Ortiz out. It was not debatable.
That seventh round, man, was controversial, right? You got Paulie Malignaggi on the telecast saying, wait, what are you doing? They're not supposed to do this. There's no cut.
Give me a break. What's going on?
Yeah, but come on. I mean, you guys are boxing fans before you're Wilder fans, right? What fight do you really want to see next? You want to see Ortiz or you want to see AJ
or White?
I want to see
exactly. Even White, that would be a good fight.
Fury, then AJ. I want to take care of that Fury guy.
Do you know what? I support Wilder and not fighting Fury because Fury just ran off to ESPN, right?
He did that.
Or even like you said, the Dillian White fight. I'd love to see the build up on the Dillian White fight. Press conferences would be crazy, man.
That would be epic. That shit gonna be epic when it happen.
That would be good look. That's what I'm saying. That I'm not excited about watching the Ortiz fight. He knocked him out, man. He knocked him out clean.
That nigga, man, fuck my guy Carl. It's like this, man. He's going down his path. He's trying to right every wrong that people might even perceive that he had. Like Bo said, taking care of all the controversial fights. So getting Ortiz out the way and doing it in dramatic fashion. And we all know, you know what I'm saying, Wilder and rematches, you know what I'm saying, just going off one. Tavern, he killed it, you know what I'm saying. And Ortiz, the guy I've been seeing last couple fights, not really been that impressed with him, but like Ned says, he does get up for big fights, so we'll see what kind of guy comes to the ring.
Nah,
but
I didn't say that. I'm saying everybody get up for a big fight, so I'm hoping he do, but we don't know.
Everybody does get up for a Wilder fight.
You hoping that they gonna put they all into the biggest fight of their career. Plus, he passed up on an AJ fight for this, so he probably already training. You know?
He wasn't training.
Nah, they probably knew, man. He probably knew.
Nah, bro. We seen him in the ring.
I mean, you know, camera adds a couple pounds. I hear you, man. You being
the camera had a couple pounds.
Yeah, TJ.
He could lose the camera weight and still look. Never mind.
TJ on Skype.
What up, TJ? Little TJ, the rapper.
TJ Sims.
Little TJ. The rapper.
TJ.
Javier said, nigga, you got bars. Last night on the show, man, he said, "Little TJ Cole."
TJ.
Little TJ.
TJ. All right, we're going to go to Scott one more time. You ready? Scott in New
What
York.
up, Scotty?
New York.
Go back to T Plums. He wasn't ready.
Brandon.
Uh-oh. I thought Brandon already got a call.
Is this Brandon in Cincinnati? It is, right? Brandon. All right.
Look like we got through all the money.
What else we got here? Let's see.
Go back to T Plums. Remember, he said come back to him.
TJ, talk to me.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey,
Little
what's
TJ,
going
man, I
on,
heard you the hottest rapper out right now.
You said what you said?
I heard you the hottest rapper out right now. Javier said Little TJ go hard.
No, man, I don't be rapping. But hey, man, I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. I love the fight. I think the fight is you gotta look at the plan, man. You know, after that big old knockout of Brazil, man, that was probably one of the biggest highlights. Everybody talking about it. So why not go ahead and go back and get you a killer in the ring, and now you make easy work of him. You know what I'm saying? And everybody see that. You just keep building this stuff up until he get that 50-50 with Joshua. Until they start putting respect on his name. They stay talking cash about him. Dazn won't release the numbers for looking at the fight, but they love talking about them ticket sales. Ain't nobody watching, dude. I ain't watching, dude. That app sucked. They need to just be honest with it. The streaming be terrible. I had to get my money back from them. They tried to they charged me the money, but I couldn't see none of the fights. So I'm done, man. Shoot. Ain't nobody watching, dude. That's it.
Well, all right, brother. Thanks for calling in. We got
T Plums. You gonna go back to him? You say fuck T Plum.
T Plums. Talk to me. Mike said we ain't
y'all niggas just forgot all about me.
I'm trying, big dog. I'm trying.
Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you.
Mike on point today, cause I ain't even know we ain't get to him.
I just want to counter an argument that I've been seeing lately, talking about why Wilder going back to an old man and all that other bull crap. But Wilder ain't had it. I mean, I know technically Brazil was a soft touch by the way the fight went, but I guess it went like, never mind, forget what I was going to say. But anyways.
Nah, you could say that because AJ thought it was going on.
Yeah, man. Ain't no soft touches, man. Mandatory at that, so it wasn't like he chose that fight. They chose him.
Basically, the point I'm making is, as far as I'm concerned, AJ's most notable win was an old man that just came off a 2-year layoff and a loss.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that. That was the best Vlad we've probably seen in about 10 years.
I hear you, but I don't get how the hypocrisy is going. Oh, Wilder's going after Luis Ortiz, the old man. That's the narrative that they folding with. But you know what I'm saying? It don't go both ways. So Ortiz is a great fight for Wilder. I mean, to be honest with you, it wasn't something I was calling for. I was just satisfied with the one knockout, but I mean, he got the heart of a lion. You can't tell somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
I feel like. Hello?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can't tell a dude not to take a tough fight. So if you want to go for the tough fight, then I mean, we can't say nothing. That's just straight heart. Like,
yeah, but what you mean by tough? Because like AJ's tougher than Lewis.
Definitely tougher. Cut it. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. That graphic off to the side with the pictures and the little video you had playing, that shit was dope. That was dope.
What, Wilder's?
Yeah, that was dope. You made that?
Yeah, champ.
That shit was hard. Go ahead.
But yeah, Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, that's my nigga Rod 870. What's going on, big dog?
What up, champ?
Rod 870. What's going on, Pippin? Dallas Cowboys, Rod 870.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? What's up? How's it going?
What up, man? A couple things here. I'm a huge Wilder fan. I don't like the PR move. And the reason I say that, Mike, and I know you guys got to read my second super chat too, but my first super chat, you were saying that you thought it was. The reason I think it's a bad PR move is the purpose to grow this fight is to continue talking about it. Wilder making that abrupt, like whatever you want to call it, move yesterday was bad because now instead of AJ calling Wilder out and everybody clamoring for the fight. Now we know. I had people calling me yesterday like, man, fuck, man, this fight ain't gonna happen for another year. And these are casual fans. They're saying, man, this fight is not gonna happen for another year. So regardless of what AJ say in that ring on Saturday, nobody's gonna be looking for this fight because we already know who Wilder fight next, and we already know that this fight is gonna be pushed back a year. So all the steam that they could have potentially had.
You still there? While we getting them back, I'm gonna go ahead and read his super chat. What could have been? AJ versus Ortiz 6/2019. Wilder versus AJ 11/2019. White versus Fury 10/2019. 2020 would have been lit. Now we're forced to wait to 2021. SMH emoji.
Michael, UK.
Hey everybody. My immediate reaction is, to be honest with you, I'm not really disappointed. Look, let's keep it real. It's a smart move by Steady Finkel and R. Heyman. The demand is not there for the AJ and Wilder fight to happen. So if there's no demand for it yet, then why not fight Luis Ortiz? It's a better fight than Dominic Brazil. AJ continues to fight, and then when the public demand it, when people start putting enough pressure, then this fight is going to get made. So look, let Wilder do what he needs to do, fight, continue to win, and when the public demands it enough, then the fight will get made. Simple as that.
Michael in the UK, thanks for calling in. Michael on TBV, what do you think? Do you think that the public isn't demanding it? Do you think you and myself are too deeply invested because we talk boxing every day and we get to hear, from our audience in public, we assume that the world is demanding this? Or do you think Michael from the UK is right and the demand isn't there yet?
I was actually looking while he was calling in, trying to look to see if Wilder's name was trending in the last day or so. I was Twitter or something like that, but I was trying to do the Google analytics. To be honest with you, I would have to agree. The casual fan is not really demanding Wilder fight Anthony Joshua. We are because we know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we know what the best fight is in that division. But there are still some people out there that you need to pull in, that you have to get Wilder and Joshua in front of, so it can spread and be a big fight in the United States. Right now, I think the fight with Joshua does between 700 and 1.5 million pay-per-views. That's me, you know what I'm saying, being positive, but I think it has the potential to do 3 million in the States, you know what I'm saying? If they just keep on working it and keep on like bringing Joshua over here and fighting good, credible opponents. It's not his fight that Big Baby was doing what he was doing, so we can't blame him for that. Ruiz stepped in, and I gotta admit, I went back and watched some of Ruiz's pad work from yesterday because I missed it. The kid's fast as fuck. The kid definitely got the speed of it.
Mike. Go ahead and pick him.
Not even a kid. I want to disrespect that man. He definitely has fast hands and could possibly pose bigger of a threat than I thought, because I thought Joshua would take care of him pretty easily. But after what I seen yesterday, man, he looks motivated, and like Ness says, he's saying the right stuff and doing the right things. But at the end of the day, it's a tall task for him. So if AJ goes out there and has a spectacular knockout of Ruiz, then it further pushes this fight along, and we're able to build and grow, you know what I'm saying, to a bigger, better fight. But I know there are the hardcore fans, the fans that listen to us every day. We're fed up with it. Like, we want this fight and we want it now. But as the saying goes in boxing, you don't get what you want when you want it.
Yeah, going out to M Stacks on a comeback. What up? You sound better or what?
Stacks, what's the business?
What the dilly?
You
What the
off that motherfucking
dilly?
that Wi-Fi?
All right, M Stacks
We
ain't
got
there.
one from
So
Joseph Rodriguez Garces. Floyd dealt with all his controversial fights immediately. Good point. And we got one from SG Pass. I don't like the Wilder / Ortiz rematch. Should have found a new opponent. Personally, I would have liked White.
yeah, man. Final thoughts. I wouldn't mind White. I wanted AJ. We got Ortiz, man. So hopefully Eddie ain't right and it's not a 3-fight deal, because if that's the truth, then that means Kovnacki and a Showtime pay-per-view or something like that. Damn, M Stacks, what's up with you, champ?
Either you on or you off, homie.
You here?
Lucky the music ain't came on yet.
M Stacks ain't there. Yeah, man. When there ain't gonna be no music, I gotta hit the gym. All right, ladies and gents, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Mike?
Oh yeah, man. Big ups to everybody out there that came on the show and watched us today, you know what I'm saying? And the final tally is 240 thumbs up, 209 thumbs down. So if you want to go ahead and make that mark, push it.
I got it different. I got 258 thumbs up.
Oh, okay. Well, keep on pushing it then, big dog.
233 thumbs down. So at the end of the show, the positive energy won. 260 versus 233. So we won. Positive energy wins all the time. God is good. Hope all you guys have a blessed day. We will be back today. I want to do the film study. I was thinking Parker Ruiz. We're going to do it on Wednesday instead of Tuesday because we're pushed back, whatever. But yeah, man, enjoy your day and have a good one.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312 and check out the new podcast, Conflicting Ignorance.
Peace.